Hey everybody, it's Hari Swaminathan from OPTIONTIGER. I'm very excited to announce the TraderMAX live mentoring program is going to go live on April 4th. TraderMAX is the ultimate options mentoring program with real life practical application of the best of all options trading techniques. So we're going to cover every option trading techniques with the adjustments and management of this over a period of 4 weeks. Let me jump right into it and explain to you what this program is all about. My name is Hari Swaminathan. I think many of you may already know me, so I'm not going to spend too much time here. If you've traded options for some time, you know that there are basically three important components for success with options. One is, of course, you have to have the options knowledge itself. So we're talking about things like the Greeks, time decay, how to create spreads, how to manage spreads. Then we're talking about general options trading skills, which means you have to watch the market, watch the stocks, and do some technical analysis and use various tools to make sure that your trades are structured properly and created properly. But perhaps the most important part is the emotional skills and the self-control skills. So this is what we call soft skills, and these are critical because these are the things that can make or break your trade. Because when do you make adjustments? If it goes a certain way against you, what do you do? There are many choices to make when it comes to adjustments. Which one is the simple one? These are the kinds of things that actually will determine whether the trade goes well or not. And that's exactly what this mentoring program is all about. I call it the ultimate live trading mentorship because the best way to learn options is to watch over the shoulder of someone, watch them do these things. And of course, this is going to be a live webinar format. You're going to be looking at my screens. You're going to be hearing my audio for a period of 4 weeks. And over these 4 weeks, we're going to face a multitude of situations which will then clarify all the different decision-making points, the triggers, and when do you pull the trigger, and how much do you adjust, and what kind of decision-making is required. The program itself is a 4-week program. It'll be in a webinar format, and we'll start at 9:20 a.m. Eastern Time so that we can do some pre-market analysis. And the morning session will go till about 11:30 or noon. It all depends on how much action there is in the market on that particular day. And the afternoon session will be approximately 2:30 to 4. Of course, if there is a lot of action, then we may have bigger time frames as well. And if there is not a whole lot going on, then we may not have that much. So it all depends on each particular day. But in general, what we're looking for is about 2.5 hours to 3 hours in the morning and about another couple of hours in the afternoon. So overall, I would say about 3 to 4 hours every day. And these will be recorded, of course, and you will get the recording by around 8 p.m. the same evening. So let's talk about the trading style and what kind of trades we'll be looking at. First of all, there's going to be simple long calls, long puts. We'll definitely be doing debit spreads as well as credit spreads, and we'll do the complicated strategies like iron condors, calendars, straddles, etc. We're going to use a multitude of trading approaches, day trading, swing trading, position trading, and we'll also be adjusting all of these positions, whether it's a winner or a loser. And so you're going to be exposed to very sophisticated trade management techniques. This is really the opportunity to master options in a period of 4 weeks, at least master the approach to how you would deal with your options positions. The trading cycle will be a weekly cycle, taking about 5 to 7 trades a week. Each of them we might hold it for a couple of days to maybe a week or so because we want to get maximum out of the program. So we'll look at about 20 to 30 overall trades within this 4 weeks. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of trades that will go against us. And so you're going to be looking at the whole emotional involvement, the adjustments, the panic, all of that will be a focus. Now let's talk about the webinar format. As I said before, it's going to be live. You're going to be looking at different screens. There will be a Sunday evening webinar for those 4 weeks. We'll have a kickoff webinar on April 3rd, which will be a Sunday. And in these Sunday evening webinars, we'll review the previous week. We'll look at the opportunities for the coming week, study the market sentiment, because all of this is important when you decide your trade. So every week you should be doing this. And what I would recommend is the first week, if you can take off, if you want to join the program, if you can take the first week off, if you can. If not, at least the mornings, the 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., even if you can take that, because a lot of action happens right at the open, and many times, in the majority of times, the market open actually just sets the tone for the day. So I'll be looking at all the charts, I'll be looking at everything, and I'll be speaking my mind on what we see. So this is really sort of getting into my head to see what I see, and over a period of 4 weeks, I think this learning process is probably one of the best. I wish I had this when I was learning options. I feel that this is really the best way to learn, when you can get into the mind of someone as they do all these adjustments and all these trades. Is probably the best way to learn options. All right, so we'll be bringing together everything that we've learned on Option Tiger. I would recommend that you know about the weekly max, condor max, and adjust max, because obviously many trades are going to be the complex type, the iron condors, the credit spreads, the calendars, diagonals, things like that. And so we'll be breaking down complex situations into simple. We'll be looking at all the soft skills that are required to take advantage of the options market, and how to manage everything. So it's a fantastic options mentoring program, and hopefully over the period of 4 weeks, you can really elevate your skill level to a very high level. So let's talk about the program details. It starts on April 4th. The kickoff webinar will be on Sunday, April 3rd. We'll have a webinar every Sunday as well. Now, if you get the TraderMAX by itself, it costs $16.99. As we said, the recommended systems are the Condor Max, Adjust Max, and Weekly Max. And depending on which you have, if you have one of these, many people might have several of these systems, you have a deal to take all three, or one, or two, or three. So the page you want to go to is blog.optiontiger.com/tradermax-mentoring-April4th, and you'll see all the details there. So let me take you to that page so that you can understand what that page is. Okay, so this is the page here. It gives you all the details. And then what you want to do is look at these various options. And of course, once you've decided which one you want, what you would do is just go to your PayPal account and make the payment. You don't need to have a PayPal account. It's free to open. It's very simple. But basically, this page has all the information. So you can look at blog.optiontiger.com, TraderMAX-mentoring-April4. If you have any questions, please send me an email, info@optiontiger.com, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. We have 3 weeks, and I would recommend, if you're going to get it, you get it quickly, because you'll need some time to go through these products, especially if you're going to get some of these additional products as well. These additional products are all, by the way, they go for $6.97. So here, when you combine it here, you're really getting a very good deal for the TraderMAX plus these systems. Look forward to seeing you on April 3rd, April 4th. It's a really intense program. If you want to master, if you want to take your option skills to the highest level in a very quick time, this is really the program that you should be getting into. So any questions? info@optiontiger.com. Thank you.